Hello, everybody. This is the Gimbalabs weekly update.
Hello, everybody.
Checking if we are propagating.
Thank you, sir.
We do.
All right. So, hi. It's Friday, the 21st of May, 2021. Things are exciting. So, should we jump right in?
Let's do it.
We
Go.
get together at the end of every week to do a quick share of some shout outs to people who have been contributing to Gimbalabs, provide some updates on what we've done and what we will do next, what we suggest to you if you want to do something next, and then we open it up to Q&A. The reason we do this is because we really believe in this sort of accountability to the community, and we want to share what we've been doing with all of you. So Kyle shared a great shout out. He sends his love today. He had a great conversation with Keefe this week from Lovelace Academy. Keefe's a .NET developer like Kyle is, and so they found some common ground on which to collaborate. So we're really excited about that. I'm always talking in the background with Maria. I'm sure you two are as well once in a while, and talking about ways we can collaborate and what we can do. So this feels like a really nice technical foundation to build on. Kyle also shared this other one, and I am not an expert in CDDL, but I guess not a lot of people are, and it's limited documentation. So, Daniel, we wanted to shout you out for jumping into that work. Roberto, I don't know if you want to share more about the context for why this is a big
CTTL specification, it's something that IOG builds for the different eras of Cardano, and that allows to build libraries following this specification automatically. For example, the Rust libraries from Emurgo, they are based on the CDDL and are mostly translated automatically from this specification to code. Daniel has been researching this approach and will probably write something for the .NET library based on the specification, which is great. Automate IT all. That's a DevOps phrase we use all the time. This is automating code generation, which is pretty cool. I think I can take...
take that next. Well, I wanted to say about the CDDL documentation, it barely exists yet. And this is right, just like so many things in this ecosystem and in Cardano in particular, so many things are so new that the work of documenting them is still sitting right there as an opportunity for any of us to pick up. So it's cool to see Daniel picking that up. And just, I hope this is a really good example that other people can follow. If it's not yet documented, let's do it.
Yep. Kyle is doing a great job piggybacking that work. So he can tell us the journey to be applied to different languages, which is cool. Okay, I will take the next one. Shout out to Joey again for that pull request he's preparing for monitoring and alerting. I will be testing that out this weekend. Also with Argo CD integration from Giovanni. It's gonna be a fun weekend for me.
I know you really mean that. And it's been
literally.
It's been so fun seeing the screenshots popping up in Discord and thinking, oh man, this is what it's going to be like to work on Dandelion soon. Wow. We want to shout out Jeremy from Cardano Foundation for dropping into Playground, even though he lives on the opposite side of the world. So I believe it was 1 a.m. when he was in there. So thanks for showing that commitment, and we're really eager to keep having those conversations about how we can support each other's work. So thanks for that. And also, similar to my first shout out, or Kyle's shout out to Keefe that I read, had a great call with Mercy and Megan and Monfo from WADA this week, and it really felt like a new level of conversation because we were really pushing each other to be the best problem solvers we could be. And it was at moments a hard conversation because there's so many competing interests and so much that we all have to pay attention to. But we stuck at it and we really dug into the problems we were talking about, and we came out with a solution that we were all really excited about. So just Mercy and I were texting after that and just reflecting on, now that there's people that we've known for a few months, and we start to have these relationships where we can have this trust with each other, it really leads to bigger and deeper conversations over time. And I was just so grateful to see that starting to happen. So what have we done? Roberto, you just mentioned Argo CD.
Yeah, Giovanni has put together Argo CD for Dandelion, so now we don't need to rely on terminal, me playing with commands in the terminal to deploy Dandelion. So we now have this framework for CD, continuous delivery, continuous deployment, and it's not just for automating the deployment. It is the way we can work together on Dandelion deployments, because Argo CD, it's a GitOps tool, which means that every change you want to perform to the infrastructure, it needs to be in the form of a Git commit. Yeah. Oh, look who we have here.
Sorry for the delay. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
All good.
Friday night in Dublin.
I was saying the great PR I have to play with this weekend with Argo CD, and how we can now collaborate in a puristic DevOps way. Not that we are a team, we need to do things a bit differently. Argo CD will help us. Do you want to take the next one?
The
commissioning.
Yes. So hi everyone, sorry for the delay. And as it was announced by the Cardano Foundation, the project of the Cardano Explorer API has been decommissioned now for a while. So it's been deprecated. So we are going to decommission it from the Dandelion. So the merge request is out. So I'm waiting for the review, and then this is going to be pushed forward. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just to let anyone know that if they want to deploy Explorer and submit API, they can just do it. But we won't be supporting the service anymore, because GraphQL and Postgres API make a good job exposing data. So if we get rid of that one, we can focus on more things, because that service was one of the ones that kept starting from time to time, and I had to recover manually. So yeah, what we've done about operationalizing Dandelion is creating some Kanbans, starting to think about labels and how to organize the work that was mostly on my mind. I started to dump it. I might have done a bad job on that side, on brain dumping my ideas on some Kanban board, but that I wanted to do it with someone. Now that I have Giovanni, we started building those workflows together, which is more fun and better. I think I can take the next one also. We did another calling on chain session about Bash wallets. We made a part 2 for the Bash Lite wallet, and we successfully built a transaction and sent it through GraphQL, calculated fees and dumped protocol parameters, all that without using Cardano node. That was a nice one. We found some roadblocks, like dumping the protocol parameters. We we got some unexpected results, but we overcame them. Was a success. Yeah, I don't know what Kyle meant with deep dive into transactions.
He's
don't know
this
if
is really cool. So I mean, and the note he wrote me about this I understood about half of it, I would say. But he's really taking Cardano Sharp to the next level, by looking very closely at what needs to be done to create a transaction. The submission part, that's somewhat trivial at this point, but it's the building the transaction that encapsulates all the information that we might want to capture for all of these different use cases. And the reason this is important is that not only will this help him incorporate into the Cardano Sharp libraries all of the functionality that somebody might want, but we're currently working on some plans to build additional libraries. And as we scope out those projects, this is giving him a real roadmap for what we're going to have to cover as we build those out. So good stuff. Yeah, we'll get him in here to share more. I'm still buzzing from when he came and shared about wallets at the playground meeting a few weeks ago. And I'm looking forward to him giving the same treatment to transactions and going a little deeper into that. So yeah, playgrounds and projects are ongoing work. We're starting to use the word projects with a capital P, because once people meet together and launch ideas in a playground, there comes a moment when we say, all right, yeah, this thing has gone from being an idea and a conversation to now being a project where people are starting to commit to that. So we're learning a lot about how to build reliability and organization, both within the playground process and within the projects that emerge from there. So a lot more to come on that. Julie, I know that you've been thinking a lot about this too. What would you add there?
Yeah, just this evolution of the project layer on top of a more mature tool or dApp idea. It's almost like adding also business layers to it and give it a more business case touch, because then you can even spread it further, but really make it a tangible thing that can work and attract users and can be adapted. Yeah.
And obviously, when we get to the end of today's session, we like to invite everybody to Playground. But I really want to emphasize here, everybody who's joining us at Playground is sharing in the experience of figuring out how we best learn and create together. And just by being there, you are having this experience that you're then going to be able to apply as expertise to future work. And the shape of that work is really hard to predict. We just know there's going to be a lot of it. So I really want to keep emphasizing this idea, that we are in this together. We're figuring this out, and whatever experience you feel like you're having, you are developing expertise that people are going to want to hear about, and we're looking forward to helping you do that in the weeks and months and years to come. So next steps. Anybody want to take that first bullet point there?
I wrote it. I will take it. So yeah, now, as I think we shared past weeks, we have like more focus, more tangible work, more direct commits to push to the repositories. That's it. We will go on with Argo CD and make that pipeline to go full steam. That's on Dandelion side, but it's also for the playground, valid for the playground. Wrap up Argo. Do you want to take that one?
So of course. So the merge request for Argo CD is actually currently under review. I'm looking forward to wrap this one up and deploy it to production. This is going to hopefully help us, as Roberto was saying, to streamline the development work and just increase the momentum, as well as we will have like a little bit of a faster feedback. And this will also hopefully simplify the way we add or tweak or modify the configuration of the Dandelion's components. And as I mentioned earlier on, the Explorer API also will be nuked very, very soon. One thing that I've never done in my 16 years of experience is to actually use GraphQL. So the immediate goal for me is to get familiar with the API. So I'm going to probably build some simple proof of concept on top of it. So this is going to be it for me at the beginning. And then we will see what the week has in serve for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dandelion plus Playground.
Yeah, well, it was really cool to have Giovanni talk about Dandelion at Playground, right? These have been two separate threads that we informally see connections between, and it was just really neat to see those start to emerge and to hear people's questions. But for anybody we haven't really shared this with, these really are becoming the two focus points of Gimbalabs. Julie, you've really been leading that work and how we talk about these. What are you thinking right now?
Yeah, I mean, it feels just good to come to the point to clearly state what it is in terms of developing our web page and everything that comes around with it. So for the Playground, definitely, it's like three main things you wanna have in mind when thinking about play or when hearing Playground. So it is a place where we apply project-based learning as a unique experience to collaborate and learn together. It enables you to actually build tools and applications, whether it is or will be in the ideation phase, just to learn, or take it to the next level, as James said, emerging to a more mature project. And a third layer of Playground is really the network we are building among mainly developers, but also non-developers. And that's really crucial because we are so clear that we need all layers of people in terms of expertise, functional, sector, any kind of experience in that Playground to really get a holistic perspective on the problems or ideas we want to bring to life, and with that, it's really creating a nice network you can draw on, either within Gimbalabs or just spin off as your own team. So we encourage any kind of collaboration there.
Yep. I want to mention that Dandelion plus Playground is how everything started between us.
Yeah.
It's cool how we can keep building our own, how each one feedbacks each other. Dandelion, it's for developers and for DevOps engineers. So if you want to come and play as a developer, you come to the Playground. If you want to come as a DevOps or system administrator, then you come directly to Dandelion and deploy the thing and play with it. But there is always this feedback loop where we will be building more tools into Dandelion to serve the Playground needs, like the API auth mechanism, more APIs to come.
And everybody who's gone deep into crypto has the story of when they started thinking about monetary policy differently, for example. And you don't have to be a full-time developer to facilitate a conversation about that. Similar thing about privacy or decentralized identity. these are all things that we have to relearn for these new tools. And as we start working with bigger and bigger clients who are creating solutions, we're not only going to have to deliver code, but also ways of helping people understand what they're getting involved with. And so we're speaking to you, everybody who's coming to Playground, everybody who's thinking about these things. You have something valuable to share if you have a way to talk about money or trust or privacy or identity. So I really want to encourage everybody, think about what your expertise is, think about what you're most excited to be talking about, and there's going to be opportunities for you to contribute and bring other people along on that journey. Plutus Pioneers is kind of a sub-bullet point of keep working.
Yeah, another very rich week again. This time around with the state machines is incredible. The things never thought before. It's gonna be another great week at the Plutus Pioneer program. So
everything is so related too. There's so many things we've been talking about that keep coming up in these Pioneers lectures, and I just see so many different and unexpected connections.
It is, and I gotta be honest, I'm still digesting the Oracle thing. It was 2 hours 26 minutes of just intense, dense information. But a privilege being part of this group. So let's keep that up. And there's going to be another 3-4 weeks left, so not much long. And then we're going to be Plutus developers, right?
Apparently. Yeah, I think that week 6 lecture, I'm probably going to watch it 4 times.
Yeah,
there's so much useful stuff, and it's about oracles, yes, but it sets the stage for so much else.
It is, and there is. I think if you watch 4 times in a row, like the full thing, like I think at least I will go crazy. I think I will split it down in the components, as I really want to narrow down and deeply understand how the PAB Plutus application backend works. That's a key component that probably we will have to work with that a lot in the future. So that's the one I'm gonna watch in a loop probably. You know, like on YouTube, you can put like a song like and repeat. I'm gonna be like that.
More to come on that. Oh, it's going to be so fun, kind of filtering those ideas into ways that we can talk about them. I was speaking about WADA before, and right, we do have a hard stop in a few minutes, so I want to be quick here. But along with WADA, we're just so excited that once again our needs are aligning and our projects are aligning. So next week I'll go live with Monfo, and we will actually just show a little bit of GraphQL queries on a Dandelion endpoint to build out the WADA website as we thank the folks who contributed to the first 50 of WADA. So just really exciting to see those projects start to happen. Next steps for everybody else out there. Pick any one or all of these. If you want to start planting your own dandelions, we have video resources about how to do that locally on your device. Those are hosted over at Coding on Chain, but also drop into Discord, start asking questions. A lot of people will be excited to help. If you want to present at Playground, we invite you to. We offer people a chance to lead a conversation for 20 minutes every Tuesday. So be in touch, and I'll be reaching out to some people today to ask you if you're into that for next week. Join a project. These are also announced on our Discord, so be sure to hop in. And if you're wondering when Playground happens, the meeting happens every Tuesday at 4 p.m. UTC. So yeah, just find us on Discord or reach out if you have questions. And finally, it was a fun epic for Gimbalabs. It was our first multi-block epic. I just felt relief that the whole thing was working. I wasn't really going to trust it until I saw that first monster epic that I know pools will have every once in a while. So it was nice that ours came around, and now we can rest easy knowing that's running. We are almost to 1.5 million staked, so it'd be really nice to get across that line. So every little bit helps if anybody wants to stake a little bit and support the work of Gimbalabs moving forward. We've got about 1 minute for questions. One quick one from A. Can we maybe we put this on the agenda for next week?
Yeah, I tried before in the update. Probably didn't do a good job, but basically Argo CD is a framework to operate infrastructure as code. Operators in the past, system administrators, deployed infrastructure manually and didn't write code besides little scripts that automated things. DevOps, it's all about engineering, infrastructure engineering. So Argo CD is a framework to push that good practices and automate the thing through engineers. So that's Argo CD.
And it also has a beautiful UI, so you can finally see what Dandelion is, not only install it. You can see all the moving parts, so that really helps and simplify the management and administration of it.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun to get our hands on. Hey, so we have a team meeting coming up now, so sorry for the abrupt end to this week's update, but y'all know where to find us. Please be in touch, and we will see you soon. Julie, you got sound? Oh, well, I can't hear you.
Yep.
All right, but I'll see you on the next call.
Thanks everyone. Bye.